Right, people, welcome back. Okay, what we have here is a new Super 7 Masters of the Universe Classics Sorceress. Let me put this back a little bit here. And I have a lot of things to say, and I'm going to make it short and sweet because I only got a few minutes here. But yeah, as you can tell, this is a more Filmation looking Sorceress here. And we're going to take her out of the package and we're going to see what this is all about. And here we go, folks. This is the new Super 7 Sorceress figure, and oh my god, I have to say, there are some minor problems with this. I don't know. I would say in between minor and major problems with this, but I have to say there are also some amazing things going on with this figure. First of all, let's talk about the wings here, okay? These are made out of this really nice bendable plastic, not complete. You have to put some force to do this all the way, so it's got some. It's not just a big stiff brick or a big thing that you can actually hit someone, kill someone with. It's kind of safe. It's safe for kids if kids were to want to play with this. But this is a great figure. I mean, we people have been wanting another Sorceress figure for quite a while because the first one was hard to come by, and the the market value for that was just skyrocketing on eBay. And so it comes with Zor on a perch, which is cool because the other Zors were just awkward with their wings out. And so yeah, this is definitely the Filmation Zor. I never really got that when I was a kid. I guess I have a better understanding, just is Zor the Sorceress? Is Sorceress the Zor? Is Zor Sorceress's real name? So the Filmation cartoon got me a little bit confused. And the other thing it comes with is the extra Kuduk Ungol head, or Kuduk Ungol, a very Lovecraftian, Robert E. Howard influenced type of name. So this is the sorceress before the sorceress, who bestows the power of the source in the story to her, to Tila Na, which is Tila's mom. So yeah, it's pretty cool that they included this head because it's kind of like you can, if you already have a sorceress, you can add this Kuduk Ungol head. You can have that. You can have that as an additional character if you prefer the other sorceress and you wanted this extra character. I do like what they've done, though. It doesn't look very cartoony. My problem is, and it looks great on my camera, but when you look at it in person, the eyes are just a little bit off. Let me show you the back of the package because this comes from the actual Filmation design. And one thing I've always liked about the sorceress. Come on, let's focus here. Let's focus. See, look at the Sorceress. Sorceress always had a relaxed, kind of sleepy eye approach to her. I guess that's the approach they took with her design. Kind of this relaxed, serene look. I see a little bit of that here, but seeing that this is a $35 figure, they could have done a little bit better, I think. Focus. And it doesn't look as accurate as one would want it to be. Now, and I think a lot of it has to do with the eyebrows. And that's the big problem I had. I'm going to be honest here, folks. I shelled out some major cash to get several versions of this figure. I'm talking about getting several duplicates of this figure, rather. I wanted this. The reason being is that, and I'm going to be messing with this while I talk. The reason being is that the figures that I gotten previously from Super 7 all had some sort of issue with the eyes. But that was happening with Mattel too. Some of the eyes would come off looking a little weird, a little off. And so I'd get several just in case so I could pick the better one. And unfortunately I had to get several, and this was the best one I can get out of the whole bunch. And the other one I had, the Kuduk Ungol eye, was veering over to the right. And same thing with the Sorceress had really thick eyebrows. Oh, this is a little tricky here. And so that's the problem that someone's going to get. So I could go and very easily say that this is an amazing figure, but it's going to lose some points because not all figures are going to look like this, and I have proof of that. And I've seen some other people's pictures online, and they have those little errors as well. Now, if you're not a big stickler for that, then don't worry. Look at that. Isn't that great? Yeah, otherwise it's pretty damn awesome to have a quote-unquote Filmation accurate version of the Sorceress. And you can give her that little pose there. You know, so everyone's always going to get a little nitpicky with it. I really don't see the, you know, I don't see the need for Filmation accurate characters all the time. I thought maybe just here and there a head or two, but they really outdid themselves, and they're really pushing that. They're really trying to appease those fans of the Filmation. I like the idea of having somewhat in between hyper detail and cartoony, and get something a little bit more realistic like we had with the original classics. Now, this is the second offering from the Filmation or from the Super 7 line as far as the whole Masters of the Universe Classics or Filmation goes. This is their second wave. And I don't know, though. I get the numbers mixed up now, but this is the second group of Filmation figures that came out, I believe. If you're not including the... I'm going to take off the head here. The head's not actually that hard to take off, so that's actually pretty good. The legs don't have that same problem that Tila had, and they can actually move back and forth. And let's put on the Kuduk Ungol head. And I think the Kuduk Ungol head is just absolutely gorgeous. Very somber looking. More like what I imagined the Sorceress to be like. It has that expression. And they didn't make her look like some 70-year-old hag living in an old stone castle. They actually made her look, I don't know, I mean, I think they de-aged her a bit, but gave her some of those mature cheekbones. And I want to say, I mean, I just love what they do with the type of plastic they use for the skin, because it almost looks real. Looks like real flesh there. That's a little creepy. But I don't know if that, I don't know, it deters it from looking cartoony. I think overall just a great figure. Oh, and for all you pervs out there, yeah, she does have that hip booty thing going on. I don't mind it. I mean, when I was a kid watching Filmation He-Man, I was used to watching stuff like Fire and Ice and other things like that, Flash Gordon. So a little skin didn't hurt anyone. But at this day and age, oof. But yeah, there's our Sorceress, and let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna give her the this cape because it's just easier to put on right here, which is cool. They gave us that option, because what I'm gonna do now before we leave is I'm gonna present the original Sorceress next to this one. This one doesn't come with any other accessories, so not like she needs it. She has those spell casting hands, but let's put her next to this one. And you know what? I would love to see the value of this one go down a little bit, just because. There you go. I'm not going to put her thing, but look at the comparison. That's your classic Sorceress, and there is your Filmation Sorceress. And I gotta say, I actually like the Filmation Sorceress as much of a traditionalist. Did I say that word right? M-O-2-C classics style figure. I'm really liking this one more. I'm preferring this one. I think this is going to be my main Sorceress. This is going to be the one hanging out at Castle Greyskull. So yeah, here's our regular Sorceress. Or oh shit, time is running out here. Boom. And right before we go, I did something a little interesting there for you guys there, just to show you that it would actually work with the old Sorceress head. Anyway, that's it with the review. Nothing much else for me to say, so make sure to do all that stuff that you like to do. You know, the adding, the subscribing, all that. Be nice. Take care, folks.